Hello, my name is Mark Delacroce, and I'm the product lead for LoreLink, a campaign management tools for GMs, DMs, record keepers, and chroniclers. I'm here today to walk through a simple campaign creation to show you how LoreLink works and all the bits and pieces of it and how we pull it all together to build out a campaign. We start here on your My Campaign screen. As you can see, it's got a list of various different campaigns. You can sort by what type of campaign you currently have. So like all of these are currently in draft. If I had some in active, those would show up for that. If I had some archived, I could click on that. I can also just do a simple list view if I don't want the graphics, or I can also reorder the list and put it in my own way. So any ones that I have currently, basically I feel are important, I can move to the top. So if I feel morning after is more important, I can save that and then go back to this screen, and now morning after is the first one in the list. But let's talk about actually creating a new campaign. So go over here to create a new campaign, click on that. Here you can set that status if you want to say you're creating one that's already active, or you can create one that's in draft, or you can set it to archived if you don't want it to show up in the list. We'll give this campaign a name. Well, I've had an idea kicking around in my head of a Seven Samurai type game with paladins instead. We will use a system, we'll do Pathfinder 2nd Ed. The system itself is not necessarily important. We do not basically enforce a particular system. We have tools for various systems that will help aid them, but in all, we are system agnostic. So let's give this a quick description. A priest from a forgotten temple approaches 7 paladins of differing faith, asking them to defend a temple under a relic under siege from an undead lord and his minions. And then an introduction might be what you use to describe it to your players, what you're going to actually tell them at the start. So it might be you give them a, like basically maybe it's more of a movie trailer type thing, or basically it could be a flat out description. What if 7 paladins? Different faith. I can't. Basically, I'm having difficulty spelling. Needing to defend one temple. Basically, and this is a WYSIWYG editor. It's also Markdown. So you'll see if I highlight this and click bold, it puts in the Markdown code for me. So I don't necessarily have to know the Markdown code in order to actually execute it. So that puts it in there. You've got your various different things, italics. You can put images in. You can increase the levels. You can increase the headings. And then you can just, if you need to remove it, you can just go in and remove it. Let's go ahead and save this, and then we will basically move on into actually creating the campaign itself. So when I save it, I get brought into here. Now you can see we're on the actual campaign screen itself. We have various different types of objects and items that we can create here. We have more information about the campaign that we can fill in. One of the things about LoreLink is that we know the fact that we have not covered every detail. So if you find yourself wanting to add a particular custom field, say for example you're running this as a Pathfinder Society game or maybe Adventure League, and you want to add in information which are specific to those different basically continual play, living play type games, you can add those in here so you can record those details there, so you don't have to try to shoehorn them into description or introduction. We also have images up here, so if you have an icon or basically something like that, you saw on the previous page all of the icons basically had little background images to them. So if I want to let's say, for example, I think, I've got an image here. Let's go with basically pulled up a bunch of images here. Let's go with this one as our kind of mood type image for this, and we'll do that for the title, the background, as it were, as well. Go back to people, and then we will pick that same image there. These are all images that I have uploaded to my image library. We'll talk about that more later, but note the fact that I have folders I can search through. I can search by words. I can just do an entire search of everything rather than go to a particular folder. But like, for example, if I wanted to be smarter, I could have typed in Golden Knight, and it would have pulled up that Golden Knight one. Also note the fact that we at LoreLink do take accessibility seriously, so we make sure that we have things like image titles and alt text right here, so you can add those in, so that this isn't an afterthought. You can see them here, you can load them in, they will be available from the moment that you create them. So let's go ahead and insert that one, and then we'll save that. And now that image has been updated. And if we come back, basically we go back to the campaign page, we'll see that our icon is here. It has it in draft status. It's got that icon in the background. So we can click on it and we're taken back here, and we can see in the background our image is also loaded there as well, giving the page a little bit of color.